Okay, here's how I got the radio set up. I've got it on full throttle right now, and then I've got SG is controlling the main switch, and the throttle is controlling the auto switch. So right now the status is off. I've got SG set for the switch. I've got it set to auto, and I've got it set to auto switch on J3, which is the throttle. So if I flip the switch on, nothing happens. But then when I go to throttle, cut the throttle, it comes on. Okay? And then when I flip the switch off and change throttle, nothing happens. It doesn't come on. Only with the main switch on does the throttle control. Throttle controls is full throttle, bring it back to half throttle, it comes on, and then at idle it's all the way up. So this is the first page, and I've got speed set on here on the aileron, which slows down the ramp up of the crow, and then on fine tuning I've got it set to J3 and a linear curve. And then when I go to the second page, that's where you set the aileron offset. I've got all the offset set to 0, and then I've got fine tuning set up to 100 degrees or 100% or whatever. And you set that for each aileron to make sure it goes in the right direction as you turn it on and off. And this is where you can also add some offset for rudder and elevator if you need to. And then back to page 1. There's not much else on there. I don't know what that cut switch does. The delay, I guess, would add delay before the speed brake actually came on. And I think if you look at the J3 set for the auto switch, there's this is where you would control how much throttle, where you want on the throttle before it actually comes on. So here it's set to come on at 50%. I'm not sure that's a good idea because you're driving around at 25 or 35% throttle, and you've got, I don't know exactly how that works. I haven't flown it yet, but you might want to play around with where the crow braking comes on based on throttle, and then control the offset and the fine control adjustments on page 2. But I think the way to do it is with the air brake. It's pretty simple how to do it here, and I think it's got all the functionality you need. It's a lot easier than I think using it and trying to do mixing or stuff like that. But that's how I've got this plane set up.